you don't have to engage. You don't owe anybody anything. What up, search fam? Sharde here. Welcome back to my channel. Tea on Tuesday. We're catching a vibe. You know what it is at this point. We're sitting here chatting about souls and soul work and living life with some green tea. You know, this is one of my favorite teacups. I got it for like $10 at Target, but it keeps my drink warm. And as somebody who works at a desk all day, like at this desk all day, it's nice to be able to have warm drink for 6 to 7 hours, because I don't drink quickly because I forget. Anyway, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Is your week getting off to a good start? It's one of those days where the sun is out and I am super thankful for it. My desk sits right in front of the window in my room, and it's a very small window over here, and I just love getting the sun on my face. It's just a nice feeling, especially when you're working. So I've been thinking about boundaries, right? And how we engage with others. I think we live in such a space now that we're always plugged in and always engaging with other people, and with we're always engaging with content and people and their accounts and things like that. And I think it's easy to forget that you don't have to engage. You don't owe anybody anything. And that it is okay for you to set a boundary with someone by just choosing to disengage or choosing not to engage. Because we all have a certain amount of energy every day, and energy, time, those are currency, and we get a certain amount of it, and there are certain things that, you know, give us energy and like sort of recharge the batteries, and there are certain things that we pay with our time, we pay with our energy, and it depletes us. When I was teaching, there was this one book I loved to read my kiddos, and it was called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And it taught young children, like we're talking like 3, 4, 5, 6, taught young children, it's also good for adults, but it taught young children that we all have a bucket, and our bucket is our energy stores. And there are some people that, you know, they're called bucket pourers. So they pour into you. They fill up your bucket, and with love, with kindness, with good things. And then there are some people that are bucket dippers. And those are people that take from us. Those are people that, you know, talk down to us, belittle us, but require a lot of emotional labor, intellectual labor. Like these are people that dip in our buckets and take our energy away. And it is encouraging children to be bucket fillers. So to do kind things for other people, to interact with the world in such a way that you're trying to leave good things for others. So say that to say this, that we all have energy source, so much of it. And I know for me as an introvert, you know, interacting with the outside world, especially at length, can be exhausting. That's something that I know drains me. But we are the ones that are driving the vehicle of where our energy goes, and that we don't have to engage with someone or something or some content just because it's set in front of us. I was thinking just a while ago, I was interacting with a person. We were having a conversation, and after a while the conversation made me uncomfortable, and I found that it was not in my best interest to continue that engaging with this person. Like, this person was not a friend, this was a stranger that I had been engaging with. And so I stopped. I just stopped because this was a stranger and they didn't necessarily have the right to, me being like, I'm good, sometimes you can say, I'm good, I don't think this is good for me, but sometimes you can just be like, I don't want that. And that's a boundary. And what is important is for us to exercise and practice setting those boundaries, and as a means of protecting ourselves, protecting our peace, protecting our energy stores, not letting our energy seep out because something is set in front of us. So, you don't really need to explain, especially strangers on the internet, why you're not engaging, because it's a boundary. No is a complete sentence. Stopping an engagement is a complete action. That's the boundary. You don't have to do anything else. But it's important to practice that. I feel like it's harder and harder for us to have boundaries and to set them and to keep them in place. And we don't realize until we're engaged in relationships and interactions that are to our detriment. And then you're like, holy crap, what happened? And really, then you have to redraw the boundaries. And that can sometimes be difficult to be like, okay, I recognize that this is not working for me. And so I need to figure out what I need to do to preserve myself, to regain my sense of agency, my energy, my time. And that's not easy, but it's necessary. It's super necessary, because you all you got. At the end of the day, you are what you have. You have to protect your own being, your own spirit, and not engage in those things that dip into your bucket. And they're, more often than not, the things that dip in our bucket are things that we can easily control by just stopping engaging with it. That's all I got. I hope you guys have a great week. As always, friends, don't forget to comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend about the channel. Catch you in the next one. Bye.